crafting live session of 2020. Who crafted yesterday, though, with their, I assume a lot of people were off for
probably
New Year's Day.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I don't think I did any crafting though. I had like plans to do that and it didn't happen. So.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know. Hopefully you guys got to craft. Also today I would like to wish our Blakey, our little Blake, a happy birthday. It's his 18th birthday.
Big 18.
I believe he's living it up in Florida at Disney World today, so I'm sure he's having a good time.
Oh yeah, he's with Tanner, Courtney, just having a blast, I'm sure.
So yeah, guys, we're going to be crafting today. We're going to make some a cute little sign, a Valentine sign with one of our new cut files that was released today. Have you guys seen the new release yet?
There was a lot being released. There was a lot.
A ton. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. So we're going to dive into those and look at those in a little bit too, just to kind of show you guys. I know you're probably as excited as us, if not more. I don't know. We get pretty excited when we look at them ourselves.
We do.
Uh-huh. Is anybody asking any questions yet?
I don't think anyone's asking questions yet. They're saying Happy New Year, Happy Birthday, Blake, which is so sweet.
Yes.
Love
okay,
it.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and look at those new cut files.
You want to?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure, let's do it. I'm cool with it.
We'll do that. I do want to point out tomorrow is the last day to get your membership at that $40 off discount price.
Yep.
So use code BEST, B-E-S-T, get $40 off. It makes the yearly membership $151.88.
That's a steal.
Yeah, it is a one-time, once per year fee. So that's the breakdown for that. Yeah, let's see here.
And Becca, people have noticed that you've changed your hair.
Yeah, it's hard not to notice. It's hard not to notice.
It's great. She's a great blonde.
Okay, so let's go to our cut files over here.
Raise your hand if you've seen the new cut files. I don't know if anyone has. I don't know. They're good though. They're good.
We're going to get it over here. Oh my goodness, guys. Whoops, I'm just zooming past them so you can't even see them. Okay, so I didn't even know that hedgehogs were a thing. They are so...
Oh, they're cute.
Yeah, they are. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. I think the first one we had, it was a floral hedgehog. I want to say like last year or something like that. And everyone died over that hedgehog. So we have brought it back, guys. There are so many hedgehogs.
Sorry, I'm looking. There's a question. Will that
Will
be the same when it renews?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that it grandfathers you in. When it renews, it will be that $151.88. So definitely take advantage of that. And in a little bit, we'll switch over and kind of look at some of the perks of being a yearly member versus like monthly or 6 month too.
And guys, for this coupon as well, that is a very good deal. A lot of our discounts for membership does not grandfather you in. This has actually been the first one in a couple of years that we have allowed you guys to be grandfathered in for that. So definitely grab that.
Even if like you got, say last year, I don't even know, but last year if you had like a $30 off coupon or something and you want to go ahead and upgrade or go ahead and purchase for the next year, you can get grandfathered in with that new rate instead of your other rate. So
you can. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, let's take a dive in and look at these. So many cute little hedgehog themed. And you'll notice these are kind of random out through here because we're doing some fun things around here. You'll see like the unicorn banners and the cupcake wrapper. So there's a whole birthday theme in here. That are print and cuts. It's super easy to customize a birthday party that way. And then we have all of these amazing envelopes. They don't look like envelopes.
But they are.
But they are. So they cut out, and you'll notice to the right. Did I click that?
You might have.
I
secretly.
clicked it. Yes. It's okay. I was going to show you anyway. To the right of that envelope is another little design. And what that is... that enables you to cut out like a foiled or a vellum or some other piece of material and make a liner for your envelope. Guys, this is stepping it up a notch with cards and envelopes. We're super excited about it. They're very cute.
It like takes it from regular to like professional.
Right.
If you add like that little outline in there, it's really nice.
Absolutely. And then you'll notice we have quite a few rolled flowers. These are awesome for construction paper, or not construction paper. Who even uses construction paper? Cardstock. I do have some construction paper, but I have a 6 and a 3-year-old. So
see, that's okay.
Yeah. Cardstock or felt or I don't know. Plenty of awesome rolled flower activities that you can do with those. Why is my thing not scrolling?
Is it not scrolling?
I'm not scrolling, Rachel. I wonder if I'm dead.
Are you dead?
Oh, well, it did that. It won't let me scroll. Okay. We're catching up here.
Let me scroll for a
Yeah,
second.
you scroll for me. I don't know what the problem is. Sorry.
Scroll down
Hopefully
here.
it will let me scroll in Design Space. So we also have these cute little floral accents, like the greenery swag, the oval frame with greenery. These little boys, I think there's only one boy showing right there, but the little baseball player, oh my gosh, how cute is he? Scroll down so they can see all the trucks. We have one Halloween truck.
Try to use your arrow key. See if that works.
Oh, you're a genius, Rachel.
Yay, I'm glad we got this.
I still don't understand why it hasn't helped.
Also, we had someone say, for the envelopes, you have to have the embossing tool. And no, it's like 2 different pieces of cardstock that you just layer on top of each other. You do not have to have the embossing tool or anything like that.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Good question. Anyway, so then we have more of these cute little girls and boys, more rolled flowers. And guys, look at all of these trucks. I think we've only seen the Halloween up front, but then there's the Shamrock one.
Look at the little Shamrock hedgehog.
Right, look at him. He's so cute.
And all these rolled flowers, guys, you look at them and you're like, that is not going to look good. But let me tell you, they end up looking amazing.
They're so
It just
cute.
looks like a twisted up mess right now. I totally get that. But it really ends up being beautiful.
Word of the wise here, if you're cutting out some of those rolled flowers, let me find one. Like this one up here, this rolled flower number 11, make him pretty big. Yeah. Because I tried to make him like 4 inches out of felt and he completely disintegrated because there's just such small cuts.
And with that rotary blade, correct? Is that what you had to use?
Yeah. It was frustrating because it took forever to cut out, first of all. And then once it finally was finished, it just fell apart. I almost shed some tears there.
Listen,
I know.
It's okay. We learn so that we can teach them, Becca. You know, don't learn from our
It's all
mistakes,
for you
guys.
all.
Yes,
right.
It's all for them.
Okay, so we're going to move to this next page. And again, guys, there are more trucks. So I think we counted. And you could do like a whole calendar of these trucks. Is that what we decided?
I think so, yeah. They're really cute. And look at these little hedgehogs. Look at the Easter hedgehog with the little Easter eggs in there.
This one? Oh my gosh. So cute. Let me see if I can get him pulled up here.
Look at him. He's got carrots.
He
does.
My
gosh, that is just so stinking
There are
cute.
quite a few hedgehogs too. I wonder if you could do a calendar out of hedgehogs.
I bet you could.
Super fun. This beach truck is so cute. Ooh, that's not what I meant to click on. But guys, this ballerina was fashioned after my little ballerina Fallon, and she loves this. It's so cute. Guys, this right here, I want to show you. It has little lines that are cut in.
That are microscopic.
It's microscopic, really? Yeah. When you cut this out, it looks like a hot mess of things. But the way that you fold it and twist it around like a floral wire, it is the cutest thing ever. I'm sure we'll show you guys how to use that eventually.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all of them.
The little trucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's zoom in on those.
I can't find my favorite truck. I don't think I could pick a favorite truck.
Well, you know mine is probably the 4th of July one.
Oh, Becca's favorite holiday ever is the 4th of July.
This is so cute. Oh my goodness. Very cute.
And Carrie, that is not a bad question at all. She wants to know what the grids are used in the font category in there. Mm-hmm. They are really, really fun. Becca, if you want to go to the grids just to show Miss Carrie, but all they are, or it's kind of like, I guess you would call it like a template for you guys being able to use their fonts and make really cool things. Now the photos of these are kind of wonky, to be honest with you, for some reason, but These
Let's
all
pull
have
up
different
one.
lines and shapes and things like that. And every line or every box is where you can put a word that you use one of our fonts with. And you can use it to create really cool things. You know, you can curve that text and make it really, really cute. So we have a ton of those grids there. And they just kind of give you guys a little bit of added creativity. To
Gives you some guidelines.
Yeah,
and,
some guidelines, yeah. So you could use these grids to create whatever you want, which is really fun. And
signs,
of course,
shirts, cards, whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
anything like that. Car stickers, anything like that. And see, our fonts and these amazing grids are only available to our yearly members. So you do have to be a yearly member for that. And like Becca said, it is on sale. So use that coupon code BEST at checkout to get $40 off and get grandfathered in, because you guys want what we're dishing out.
Absolutely. Sure. Super fun. Is there anything else to look at in here?
I don't think so.
We looked at all of it, didn't we?
I think we looked at all the cut files, yeah, which was amazing. Lots of trucks, lots of hedgehogs.
Fun stuff. Let's go over into Design Space and we will dive, unless you have anything else you want to say, Rachel.
No, listen, okay. You're the crafty girl here.
All right. We are this obviously is one of our new trucks. It's super cute. I'm loving it. So we're going to use we're going to do a print and cut on vinyl with this truck. And I actually already have it sized in here just perfectly, 8x4, because I measured my what are we calling this?
I think it's like a wood plaque.
Yeah, it is kind of like a plaque. Yeah. Super cute. So I'll show you in just a second when we make it what you would need to select. Actually, you would just need to select printable. What is going on?
Yeah, because you take it whenever you upload it, you can select print and cut or a cut image, and you do not want to select cut image for these PNGs.
Right. No, absolutely not. It will be ugly.
I mean, unless you're cutting out something like Courtney, for instance, she cut out one of these and she used it as an ornament. So she cut out cardstock for one, for like the top, and then she cut out chipboard for the back. So like it's a little, like a very sturdy ornament. So you could do that, or of course you could do no fill or pattern fill or whatever that is. But that is maybe one reason why you might want to upload it as a cut image. I don't know.
Okay, let's see here. The collection PDF is erroring out when I click on it.
The PDF. Oh, Jenny, this is just speculation. It might be because our amazing friends Mark, he might be working on it as we speak.
Ooh, to update it for you guys.
It might error for you if he's on the back end working on it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Wait a minute, I doo-dooed. Becca just doo-dooed. Oh gosh.
Becca.
Wayne Oaks, loving that new hair color. You're funny.
Wayne. That is Becca's husband, Wayne.
He watches every day, ladies. He's so devoted.
Wayne, haven't you seen her hair color before today?
Yesterday.
Yeah,
hopefully he saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along. I'm going to not minimize it. I'm going to change it so we can't see it. And then show you guys how we did the tag on this cute plaque. So we're going to go over here to upload. This is one of our Christmas tags that we have on Maker's Gonna Learn. And so what I did was just insert it, and you'll see that it has the 4 other tags. We don't need all 4 of those. I'll change the size here.
Makes it huge.
It does. So what I'm going to do, you can't contour this out because it is a print and cut. So we are going to go and slice the one out that we want. We will create, so I'm sorry, if you guys are new, I'm probably going way too fast. What I did was go over to shapes and then just inserted a square so that it would cover that tag that I want. So now what I'm going to do is select both of those layers, the square and the Christmas tag layer, and then press slice, and then I'm going to delete the spots or the layers that I don't want, so the slice results that I don't want. So now all that is left is this wonderful tag, which is exactly what I want. And I want it 3.5 inches high, so I'm going to go ahead and change the height there. How easy was that, friends? And then let's change the color on it just so that I can see the font a little better once I add it. Now I'm going to go and add the font. So I'll push text and then type in loads of love.
And guys, Becca is choosing a font that was released very early on.
Yes, this is an oldie.
She's choosing one of our OG fonts. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go up here. We are using font Biscuit, if I could spell it correctly. Still not spelling it right, but there it is.
As long as it's there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so the letter spacing I want to change a little bit. Again, this is all a preference type thing. So if you don't like what I'm doing, then feel free to change it up. -1.
And you guys are welcome to use the little arrows if you want to like watch it while it moves and see how you like it. Like when you're kerning a cursive text, sometimes we just click like the little down
so
arrow
like
to
this
see.
or up here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, either way.
Absolutely, whatever you prefer. So now I want to change that width. Let's see, what did I have it to? I think it was this. Okay, we are making headway here. Okay, and you'll notice that loads is quite a bit wider than love. So I want to just space that out a little bit. I'm going to go up and ungroup this text layer so that I can move these letters individually. So I'm going to move this over just to kind of make it even with the end of loads. And when I do that, it's going to make these kind of look skinny. So I'm going to click each individual letter, unlock the ratio lock, and just kind of make them a little bit wider. Not too much so that it kind of, it doesn't really distort the font. It still looks like the same font because I'm not doing it excessively.
Just enough to where it doesn't look so super noticeable.
Right, yeah. Absolutely. So we're almost finished with that. Okay, and you'll notice I've kind of moved them around so that they're not even. So I want to select all of them. I'm pushing the wrong button. It's hard to go from a Mac to a PC.
Yes, it is.
Why is it not? Okay, we'll go over here and select them all.
You still gotta hold shift down.
Is it shift?
Mm-hmm.
Or that little window button. Sorry guys, we got it. Okay, so I had all of them selected.
Becca,
Rachel, what is wrong with this mouse today?
That keyboard is just not.
It's not friendly for me. Okay, so I have them all selected. I'm gonna go up here to align and press align bottom so that all of those letters are even. You notice it didn't move much.
That's because Becca's darn near perfect.
Except with this mouse, guys. Except with that mouse.
Oh my gosh.
So funny. So now I want to add this heart. And I did that just in shapes as well. So I inserted a heart here. And then added another one on top. And then just sized it down a little bit. I can't really see. I'm hoping this is... Yeah, that'll look great. So now I'm going to select both of these layers, press slice, and then delete the part of the slice results that I don't want. So now we have that cute little outline. I'm going to size this down, bring it over, and just keep manipulating it until it looks like what I want it to look like. There we go. Okay, so now what I need to do, I'm going to kind of minimize this just for a second. I want to select all of this and weld it together so that it cuts as one piece and it doesn't move everything out into a weird place on the mat. So now that that is welded, you can go ahead and visualize that one again. And it's that easy, guys. How fun is that?
And one thing that I would love to know is that we made ours with vinyl or HTV, which looks amazing. You could use vinyl. You could use a different type of cardstock if you wanted to lay them on there yourself. Or you could even just flatten this and make it a print and cut.
Right, I mean, absolutely.
Whatever you want to do.
Right.
You know?
So, yeah, I chose vinyl for a couple of reasons. I'm doing HTV, and I'll show you guys in a second, because I wanted sort of a metallic look. Also, I hate weeding vinyl, so if I can use HTV, I'm going to. So that's what we're doing.
Can't blame you for that.
No, absolutely not. Okay, let's get rid of, it doesn't matter which one. And we'll pop this back in here. So we'll press make it. I have already cut out, or printed out, excuse me, this on our printer, just to kind of save us a step. But normally you would just press continue and then go to send to printer. But because I already have it printed out, I'm going to go over here and select I've already printed.
I love that option, just in case you craft ahead.
For sure. So I'm going to browse materials and go up to printable vinyl. Press done. And because it's printable vinyl, you don't have to mirror it. Did we decide that this was a good default pressure?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Becca. I think you cut it several times after.
I think so too. I think we're gonna leave it on default and see what happens.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna load it onto my standard grip mat and put it in the Cricut.
And I got the camera back on you, Becca.
Perfect, thank you.
They're seeing your beautiful hair that they keep talking about.
So funny. So funny.
Becca's had a lot of different hair colors, so I've been told.
Yeah, actually, I think it's been almost, well, yeah, it has been every color. Natural and not.
Hey, that's okay. Good,
yeah,
good. What's your favorite color?
Probably this.
The blonde?
Or purple. I like purple as well. Like a lavendery purple.
Yeah, yeah. Go, Becca.
Yeah. I was going to say something about this, and I can't remember what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Miss Jessica said, I hope to get a Cricut soon. Really enjoy watching your videos for beginners.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Which Cricut are you going to, or are you looking at? The Explorer or the Maker?
Yeah, let us know.
Okay, so it just read the lines that were printed around there. And it's going to cut out. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So when I was prepping this project, printing cuts, for whatever reason, I have a love-hate relationship with, because sometimes, it prints out perfectly and then you go to cut it and it cuts off like the top parts of, for instance, like the top parts of the hearts and stuff that were on there, or vice versa, the bottom part of the track.
It says machine cannot read sensor marks. Make sure you're using white material. That's weird.
Okay. Let's just turn it off and turn it back on. So if that happens, actually I did notice somebody had posted on our Facebook that this was happening to them too. And this is what I recommend first, is just turning it off and turning it back on.
Yeah.
Because these, you can see these lines are actually really clean.
They are clean. Those are good lines. I don't know what the Cricut's up to. And I'm just going to tell you guys, that Maker today has been a little wonky.
It has.
Jessica, Explorer 2, that's an amazing choice.
It is. You're going to love it.
Yeah, you will love your Explorer 2. It's a fantastic machine. And Geneva, I think is how you pronounce that. She says, I like to decorate a little monthly. Love the new files because the hedgehogs and trucks will be monthly themed, and that's going to be adorable.
Absolutely. Okay, so back to like if your Maker machine, whatever, is not cutting it out correctly, go ahead and calibrate your machine. It takes like 5 minutes ish, and it's totally worth it. It's far less frustrating than trying to just stick it in there a million times, because it's not going to change it.
And Evie, whichever one, says, just got here. What machine are you using, Becca?
This is the Maker, the Cricut Maker. We love our Maker. Well, today we don't love it. Today it's giving us problems. But in general, we do. Okay, here we go. Perfect.
See? Just off and back on. The basics. The basics. Love it.
So I am going to, while that's cutting out, I'm going to go ahead and start staining our little plaque that we have. Rachel, do you know where we got this plaque?
Probably Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It is, I didn't even measure it. Let me measure it out for you guys. It is the top plate of it. So like the inner part. And
I'll switch it down to you down there.
Okay, great. Is almost, well, it's 10 1/4 by 7 1/4-ish.
So that's just the top?
Yeah, just the top. Not this outer spot, but this part right here. Okay, so let's open up. First, we're going to shake this. You should probably stir it, but it'll be all right. And pop it open here. This is the Minwax Classic Gray. It's a really pretty color.
And we have several questions all at once about how you calibrate your machine.
Okay.
So if you guys are interested, we would love to watch a video. We would love to make a video about it. But Becca, you can just maybe if you want to talk through a little bit about how you do calibrate that. Doesn't it just give you an option to? Or?
Yeah, up in the top, I think it's the top left spot in Design Space, like over where your account information and whatnot would be. You would click that, and then there's actually an option that just says calibrate, and it will walk you through step by step. First, it prints off a piece of paper that has lines in like a little box, and then so you have to have a printer to do it, and then you set it on your mat, put it in your Cricut or your Cricut, and then it will cut some lines, and it asks you, are these lines close to the box or are they on it? And you answer yes or no. So it does a series of cuts and asks you, are these cuts in the middle of this line, or which one is closest and whatnot, and then you just select and kind of go back and forth with it until you're happy with your cuts. So I highly recommend doing that. My maker, I never had to do that with. It kind of came calibrated perfectly, knock on wood. But we had to do this one today, and then mine over on my workstation, we also have had to do. So
I think you just need to do it every now and again.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I don't know what makes it non-cal. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Anyway, so I just have an old stain rag. You can see there's still a stain on it from a previous project that I've done. You can use sponges. You can use like a terry cloth type of stain rag, a brush, whatever your preference is. I just like this because it's an old rag, so it's cheap.
And Becca, we got a question about what would you recommend is the best easy press for beginners, and we have always usually preached about the second generation easy press 9x9, but I have fallen in love with that baby one.
Well, I want to ask, what projects are you wanting to do with your easy press? Because if you're just wanting to do shirts, then the mini is not going to be very helpful. If you're doing more small projects like what we're doing today, then the easy press is definitely my favorite. I love it. So yeah, it just depends on what you're doing most. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of stain on, you can see, and then wiping it off. You definitely don't want to leave too much on there because it will never dry, and it kind of gets sticky. So don't leave too much on there for sure.
And Megan said, how do you wash your stain rags?
I don't. I just throw them away.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they're old t-shirts. I actually don't know. I haven't looked. Have you ever looked at, like on a package of stain cloths that you purchase? Have you ever looked at that?
I've never, no. I usually will cut them up depending on the size of project I'm doing, and always throw them away for some reason.
And I'm going to be honest, like we use paper towels a lot for staining. Is that bad? Like,
no, I don't think so. No.
I think on a surface like this, that's more.
It'd be bad.
Yeah, it would, because
rougher.
the paper towel would kind of just flake all over it.
And Sandy said, does moving the machine, so I guess if you're like a traveling crafter and you're from room to room, knock them out of calibration?
It very well could. Yeah, very well could.
It could. That's a good thought too.
Okay, guys, so I mean, it's already done. That was so quick and easy. Now, you do need to let this dry before you put vinyl on it. Vinyl will not stick to it if it has the least bit of moisture in it. So let it dry. Honestly, several hours is what I would recommend. I did pre-stain another one that I'm going to work with, so that's how I'm going to move on with it.
Yeah. Okay,
so let's go ahead and cut out the cardstock tag. I don't know if you want to kind of.
Yeah, I can. You can just unload it. Yeah,
okay.
I got it for you. Just switch it. Just make sure you switch it to cardstock, guys.
So we're putting our cardstock on our light grit mat.
Do you want to do medium cardstock or heavy cardstock?
Let's do heavy.
Heavy it is. Default pressure or more pressure?
More
pressure.
Friends. Yeah.
Your wish is my command, Becca.
Thank you. I'm gonna move this stuff over.
And Sharon, I have no idea if you can plug Cricut Jukebox into the maker. the maker has a USB port. If the jukebox does, then I'm gonna guess sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that either. That's a great question.
And Jessica said she's making shirts and ball caps. So for ball caps, the Baby Easy Press would be great.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
And for shirts, it would be okay too. But I mean, if you have the means to be able to get a couple of different ones, I would do the 9x9 and the mini. What about you, Becca?
Yeah.
I think 9x9 and mini would be a good.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull this off here. It's nice and easy to weed because there's just one piece. I say that and then I'm ripping it everywhere. That's okay. Now, guys, this is a thinner material, so when you're weeding it, make sure that you go slower, especially like up around here, so that you don't rip the tops of the hearts.
And Becca, what about if someone wanted to use transportation for this?
Guys, it's just not a great idea. I even used our, like, what do we call it? Masking tape, transfer tape. Mm-hmm. And it just pulls the top layer of it off. So it looks like you've pulled a sticker off the top of your vinyl. So do not do that. The nice thing about this is that it is a large enough piece that it's easy to handle. I'll show you. Let's take that off the mat there.
That fresh blade of ours.
Yeah, it went all the way through. That's okay.
Just a sticker.
It may make this difficult getting off, but that's okay too. It's live crafting, friends.
Amen.
Okay.
This is a new blade in action. So if there's any newbies, this is probably a good reason. And not saying we made a mistake because we've done this before today, but sometimes you have to use less pressure and sometimes you have to use more pressure. It just really depends on the life of your blade and how brand new it is. And that cut clean through. So.
We used default pressure on that one though,
I think
didn't
so,
we?
yeah.
Okay, so on the HTV, we're going to use just normal for sure.
Sounds good.
Okay, so see how easy that is to just pull up and you can manipulate it however you want. You do not need transfer tape for this. Thank goodness. So we're just going to place it down here on this edge, kind of even the tires up with the bottom of the plaque. Cute. And then just rub it on there. So fun, so cute. I love this. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my Easy Press here.
We're using the Baby.
We are using the Baby, and since we're gonna be using it on cardstock, we just use the first temperature level, which is I think 300, right, Rachel? Is
yes,
that what you told me?
ma'am.
Okay. So I'm going to take...
And Kizzy's Corner. This is print and cut vinyl. So it was printed like that. The whole truck is printed. It's not layered or anything like that.
It's like a sticker.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to load the HTV, Rachel, onto the standard grip mat.
And you want just default pressure?
I think just default will be great.
Okay.
Guys, make sure you put the shiny side down on your mat, since this is HTV, and then we're going to select mirror image before we cut so that it cuts properly.
And Tanya, she says, I just got new mats after a year. And Tanya, if you got your mats to last a year, I'm super impressed.
Oh, you're like that's crazy. You're
That's
like a
awesome.
wizard. That's amazing.
That is awesome.
Yeah, for real. So my question, did you end up having to like put tape down to make your vinyl and cardstock or whatever adhere to those, or maybe she just cleans them better than we do?
Maybe she does. Maybe she takes better care of her crafty stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And where can you get the print and cut vinyl? So that is Cricut brand, is the kind that we use. So we just get it off the Cricut website. And Becca.
Oh, yes.
The camera is on you. Just tell them about that today. Tell them.
Yeah, the Cricut. We randomly, I don't know why we got on it, but we randomly got on Cricut's website today, and they're having a massive sale on everything.
Yeah, I was getting you guys some great links for some videos that are upcoming. I was getting you some good links from Cricut, and I was like, Becca, everything is on sale.
So yesterday we called it a Teflon sheet, but what did we decide it's actually called?
HTV or heat
Protective
sheet or something like that. Maybe the word Teflon's trademarked. Who knows?
Yeah, and they're like under $4. They're
Yeah.
$3 something on their website. The printable HTV was what, $6?
Yeah.
Normally 12 something.
Yeah.
Massive sale. So go check that out for sure.
Yeah, go on Cricut.com, get everything you want to get because the sales were worth it.
Okay, so now I'm going to weed this. It's finished and ready for us. If I can find my...
And you guys can imagine we do go through mats very quickly as well. We just go right through them.
So when I'm weeding a project like this, I like to weed out the middles of like the letters first. Is that what you do, Rachel? What do you do? You do the other first. Okay.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter. Just whatever your preference is.
Yeah, just like we say all the time, as long as you get to that finish line, it really doesn't matter how you get there.
It's so funny. We started comparing lots of things that we do differently today, actually.
Yeah.
Because there are so many just different ways that you can do things.
And that's okay. That's good, though, you know?
Absolutely.
I think that's why so many people love to craft is because there's not just one way to craft. There's 1,000 different ways to craft, and we're all so creative in our own ways. I really like it.
Okay, look at that. We have it finished. And then we're going to pull it off our mat. Guys, while I'm thinking about it, Rachel and I were looking at our new font releases for this month. Guys, we have so many amazing new fonts.
There's one named Becca.
There's one named Becca. There is. It's so cute. So I'm just going to center this right on my cardstock and use my little mini easy press to lay it down. Anyway, so those fonts. There were several of them, weren't there,
Rachel? There was a lot of fonts.
You guys, if you don't have the membership, in my opinion, the membership is worth the fonts alone.
Well, fonts are my favorite, and I preach that all the time. I absolutely adore working with fonts, and there's so many of them, and I feel like personally that fonts expand your crafty ability more than a cut file will because you have to manipulate it more. You have to get to know design space more. There's just a lot more involved like that, and it's good.
Yeah. We have, in this release specifically, I feel like there are a lot of really good script fonts. So kind of like a hand lettering type fonts. Those fonts are available only for yearly members. If you did not know that, I'm going to let you know that. If you're just joining, we have already mentioned it, but the membership is on sale, on special, whatever you want to say. Until tomorrow, it's $40 off.
Which is a great price.
Yeah, using code BEST, B-E-S-T. So it gives you access to all of those fonts that we add fonts and cut files every single month. So I think this is good. We're going to let this cool down. Rachel actually gave me a really good pointer the other day, or this morning. I hadn't used HTV on cardstock, and she said, HTV is made to adhere to fabrics, so there's nothing really for this adhesive to adhere to, which is why it needs to cool down and really let that adhesive solidify or attach to the cardstock. So
it just doesn't have anything to attach to, which is and that's the same with wood or cardstock or anything like that.
So it would pull up really easily if I tried to do it right now.
Because you normally warm peel on with HTV, but that's because it had joined to that, cotton or whatever, joined to. But it doesn't really have anything to do that with. But that's okay.
Evie, we got this mini press. I'm actually not sure where we got this one, but you can get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Cricut's website.
Yeah.
Lots of different places. What's everyone's favorite mat for faux leather? That's a good question, Rachel. Which do you like for faux leather?
I usually use the, what's it called? The pink mat, the fabric mat.
Oh, the fabric mat, yeah.
Yeah, that one, believe it or not, is super sticky. So I use that one. If I have any kind of fabric, anything textured like that, I'll throw it on my fabric grip mat. Okay,
guys, so I got that off really easily. You can see it has that really nice metallic look to it. I also did this one too. I wanted to show you. That would be a cute alternative. It's glitter HTV. So that's a fun kind of 3D look to it as well.
And I was about to call you Courtney. Becca, we are getting a couple questions about membership and the price and things like that.
Absolutely.
So I want to get the membership. Can you pay monthly or is it all at once?
Okay, so you do have a monthly option. I believe it's $19.99 for monthly. You don't have access to everything as a monthly member that you do as a yearly member. So you would not have access to those, to the fonts. There's the 3 courses that we offer for new members, that are yearly members.
The free commercial license.
Oh, yes, thank you. That one. Yeah. So you can sell whatever you make with our designs with that free commercial license. If you do not have that yearly membership, then you cannot sell with our fonts and files and all of that stuff. So the answer is yes, you can pay monthly, but you don't have all of the same benefits.
Yeah. And yearly is less expensive over the span of a year than monthly. And now with $40 off that, it is even more. It's even more of a better deal, really. Yeah. So, and Becca can go through some of the perks and all that, whenever we hit a good stopping point. But there's just so much in that yearly membership that you guys need to get. And it's $40 off and you get grandfathered in. So pay the least amount of money for the most amount of resources.
Right. So the monthly breakdown is $19.99 a month if you're just a monthly member. If you're a yearly member, it's $151.88 for the entire year, which breaks down to like $12.49 or something per month. So it is quite a bit cheaper to do that with our special that's going on through tomorrow. Okay, so what I'm going to do now.
And we had one more.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How much is the total price with the 40% added up? Does anybody know? And Becca, you mentioned it right when we first went live.
With the $40 off?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's $151.88. Yeah, with that $40 off. If you're not a member, you're really missing out, Barbara. You are so right.
You are right, Barbara.
For sure.
And Evie, how do I say that, Becca? Is it Evie?
I would say Evie.
Evie? She said, newbie here, where do you get the membership? Honey, there's links. I put one right below you.
Yes, Rachel's hooking you up with links.
There's some above you, and when in doubt, check the description. As always. Absolutely.
I'm so excited as a new Cricut owner to get started in weekly projects. Yes, we love to be inspiration for newbies for sure.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Michael's has the mini for $48. Yes, Michael's does have the mini for $49. Okay, so are there any other questions that I missed?
Nope, we're good.
I'm going to take a jump ring here and attach it to this tag just so that it hangs nicely. You could obviously just put like your string, yarn, whatever you're adorning your plaque with through that, but I think it hangs nicer. One of those.
Either way.
So when you're putting a jump ring on, obviously you can just go like this, pry it open. It's hard at that point to get it to go back and not look misshapen. So my recommendation is to hold the jump ring in between the ends of your pliers like this. Do the same on this side and then pry it open like that.
So it's like twist instead of pull.
Right. Don't pull out. Twist like this.
Okay.
Because when you're putting it back together, you just go the opposite way and it lines up perfectly. So I'm just going to put that on.
And Rebecca said with the current deal, it works out to be less than $13 per month. A great price. Yes, dear. It's
like 40 cents a day.
It's like 12 something a month, 40 cents a day for everything that we have to give, which is awesome.
Okay, so we have that jump ring on there. I'm going to go ahead. I have these cute little... Is this like a special name? Is there a special name for
swan.
This? No, for this is butcher swan?
Yeah,
the pink?
That's butcher swan.
It's so cute. I love it. So I'm just going to cut however much I need for it. Leave a little bit extra for a cute bow. Obviously, you can cut extras off as well. So we'll just wrap it around like this. You could hot glue this string on here if you don't want it to move around. I don't really know that it's necessary, but you definitely have that option. So what I like to do is go ahead and knot this so that it doesn't move around too much on me. So I'm going to knot it, add my tag, and then add the bow. Let me cut this off a little bit.
Oh, I love this. We have an awesome viewer that says, I'm getting ready for a cruise, so I'm looking at some of those great projects and new fonts to craft my gear for the trip.
Yes,
That's
I think
awesome.
Did I make it up? Is there like a Cruise Hair Don't Care font or a file or something?
We have some nautical themed things.
Well,
like
if
that
there
for
isn't
sure.
one, I'm sure
There's
you
a
can
beach
make one
hair,
with our
don't
fonts
care.
for sure.
Make one,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, so I've just put that on, and I'm just going to tie a very simple bow. Kind of cut the ends so that they are more even. Tighten that up because I just loosened it. And then I can move that up if I want to. But look how cute that is. I'm obsessed with printing cuts right now.
I like that you use 2 different types of string.
Yeah.
I think that's adorable.
Change
It's
it
so
up a
cute.
little bit.
Yeah. And guys, this is a great thing to look at too, how Becca could have made that truck ginormous, but it might not have looked very good.
Right.
So she really was very intentional about, and I mean, it fits like the tag fits perfect right where the truck is and things like that, which is just awesome. She
Yeah,
did a great
so
job.
what I did to kind of decide what sizes, I've obviously measured this, did my truck first. So I put my truck on, and then once the truck was on, I measured how big I wanted the tag to be. So I didn't do it all to begin with. You can do that. One good way to do that would have been to measure this and then put a rectangle in Design Space that's the same size as this, and then you could kind of position these on top of that rectangle, but I didn't do that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You guys feel free to do it any way you want.
How do you connect the Apple products to the Cricut?
See, I didn't really understand that question.
Okay,
So I'm not sure
like,
if you mean like
an iPad or a phone or
download
a computer.
font, or did you mean like plug it in with USB? We really just don't know.
If you're talking about an iPad or a phone, then you connect via Bluetooth. It's really easy to do that. You just go into your settings on your phone and go to Bluetooth and connect your Bluetooth. We also have in our membership a guide for iOS users that will kind of help with all of those questions, connecting any Design Space issue. I mean, it's a really good tool for iOS users.
Like iPhone or iPad, they said, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that is available for members monthly and yearly, right, Rachel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely it is. And they want to know, Stephanie says, would this work on a painted piece of wood?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Again, just make sure that it's dry before you put it on there. It would work really well.
Cute.
A little off topic, but how would you handle if someone who lives in the same town is selling the exact same items as you on the market? I feel so discouraged. Okay, Amanda. So I'm gonna
switch it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Before I started working here, my sister and I started this company making leather feather earrings. They were super popular then, and we had another company that started up after us that was in the same town who would make the exact same earrings as us. Like, we're talking to the same exact leather, the same exact jewels, everything was the exact same as ours, and would post them like 2 days after we posted ours on our site. And it is super discouraging. Honestly, I feel like just be the bigger person and let it go. Unfortunately, it does stink. It's super discouraging, especially when you feel like you've put all that time and energy into creating, designing, whatever, and then they're just coming in and stealing it. You could consider it the highest form of flattery because they're totally copying you. But honestly, like, we were busy enough that it didn't matter. It didn't take away from ourselves. So it stinks, but just be the bigger person, unfortunately, and let it go.
I think a lot of it too is what mindset that you can have. Like, as long as you know that you are creating an honest product that you are putting a lot of love into making, that you are selling, there's a lot of good that can come from you being very confident in what you're selling and having that pride to know that you're making a genuine product, and those other people just might not be, you know. So,
well, and honestly, like, I feel like it just pushed Anna and I to be more creative, like always be one step ahead, always think about something different that could be created, so that you're always coming out with something. Yes, they may come in and just take it and do it as well, but just be creative and keep thinking about different things that you can do as well.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions?
Not that I can say.
What size Easy Press mat should I use for large HTV images on t-shirts? The biggest one is the one that I recommend.
The biggest one is 16 by 20. I thought they said Easy Press, which I would recommend 10 by 12 if you're doing like nothing but t-shirts. But I use the largest Easy Press mat for a ton of stuff.
Perfect.
And is there a lot of things that cannot be done on iPad or iPhone?
I started out when I started with my maker. I started on my iPhone, and I thought it was great. It was super easy, super user friendly. And then I, for whatever reason, one day just pulled out my computer on Design Space. And oh my gosh, guys, it is so much easier. I don't know that you can do anything more on Design Space with a laptop or desktop than you can on an iPad or iPhone. It's just easier, in my opinion, to use it. It's easier to have that mouse to kind of make more precision movements. You're not having to, especially on an iPhone, to move like your menus and stuff so much. It's just easy. It's there. You can see it all.
Yeah, and it's obviously personal preference too. I like my laptop as well, but we did craft on the iPad for quite some time too. Mm-hmm. And one thing I loved about it was it had smart guides, and it also had what's it called? You can take a picture of your mat, Snap Mat. Snap Mat, and that is super handy for certain things.
Ooh, that's
too.
True. Yeah, that's not available for
and
desktop.
Those smart guides came in handy a lot. So those are only for iPad or maybe iPhone too.
Well, and so if you didn't know, if you have a maker, this little like cutout in the top of it is for you to rest your iPad in. So I feel like if Cricut's gonna go to the extent to like make a spot for your iPad, then they feel like it's just as good to use your iPad as a desktop. I mean, would you not think that, Rachel?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and people are pointing out also some differences there. You cannot curve text on iPad or iPhone. That's very true. Absolutely.
But my computer is 7 years old and my iPad is new.
That's fun.
It is fun. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, use your iPad, but also Design Space on your Safari is updated as Safari is updated. So it's not, I don't know that there's any features. As long as your hardware may be old, but the software is new, then all of the features should be current as well.
Yeah, you can totally, it's just personal preference, whatever you guys want to do. Definitely. Becca looks different. It's because of her hair. She used to be a redhead, guys.
Yeah.
She's not no mo. No. Blonde.
All right, so if there's no other questions, did we want to go back to compare, I'm sorry, I've just totally blanked, like yearly versus monthly membership?
Yeah, sure.
Because you had mentioned that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Sounds great. You can just show them what's up because we were getting some questions about all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And just for everybody wondering, and I'm a very visual learner, so I like to see the charts and the breakdowns and things like that. It definitely helps me out. Guys, look, there's only 9 hours left.
9 hours, 35 minutes, guys.
Oh, gosh, guys.
Get it while it's good.
That doesn't sound right, though.
I know.
Because it's supposed to end tomorrow. It's okay, guys. I'm going to save you guys. I'm going to make sure that it's fixed. Don't worry. You still have tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's stressful, though.
Okay, so it says, 20 plus fonts with new fonts being released every month.
I think it meant 200.
It meant 200. Yeah, I actually counted today, and we have 256 fonts currently.
Mm-hmm. I did count.
Well over 2,000 cut files. So you do get the commercial license. I will say, if you have the commercial license, or if you have the yearly membership, you're using the commercial license, reaping the benefits of that, and then you cancel your yearly membership, you do not have that commercial license any longer. So it's only current as your subscription is current.
Right,
Rachel, it's still not scrolling for me.
Is it not?
No.
Aww.
You'll have to scroll for me.
Sure, I'll scroll for you. Let's get on down here. This is a good one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So 200 plus fonts, the commercial license, free online classes. So 3 free online classes, which are $150 value. scroll down to...
Yeah, let me stick on these guys.
I was going to say, scroll down to the content of those. So Cricut Maker for Design Space e-course. It really just dives in and gives you guys the tools, answers any questions that you might have in Design Space. It's fantastic for beginners specifically, but even people who have been crafting for a little bit in Design Space, I feel like there is good information in there. Maybe give you a different way to do something than you're used to doing it. So that's definitely not just for beginners.
No, but it's great for beginners, especially too. But again, just like Becca said, if you want a refresher or maybe you think you've missed something, those are great for that. And you get lifetime access to these, so you can watch them as many times as you want, or you don't have to watch them at all until, let's say, if you're a beginner and you don't really want to. You don't do what?
Yeah, you don't, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. If you're a beginner and you don't want to build a business yet, then you don't have to watch that one. And then later on, when you want to use that commercial license, then you can start saying, okay, I think I do want to build a business. You can totally do that. And we did have a question about the commercial license. How does that work? So, Jackie, as long as you're just an active yearly member, you can make up to 500 quantity of one order. So, like if someone from your school says, can I have 550 bumper stickers, you're going to have to say, no, I can't. But who's going to want 550 bumper stickers? But anything less than the quantity of 500, you guys can commercially sell those. So any project that you make using any of our cut files and fonts is totally up for grabs for you guys. You can make things, sell them, and whatever you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Apparently Tanner's on saying hi from Disney. Hello, Tanner. Tell Blakey happy birthday.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yes.
Hi, Tanner. Look at it.
They all miss you, Tanner.
They're sick of us, Tanner. They're sick of us. I love it.
Anyway, so the other course was business. Yep. What's the actual title of it?
How to build a business through die cutting.
Yeah, yep. So it gives you just a breakdown of how you should price things, how you can promote your, it's a really good, if you intend to sell the things that you make, then that course is something that you need to prioritize watching for sure.
Yeah. And Jeannie says, how much for the year? I'll show you, dear. So if you go up here and you want our best value tier, which is $40 off now, just click on it. It's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And now you'll just go enter in all this good stuff here, and we're going to apply the coupon BEST. And then you'll see that coupon added up here. Then when you scroll up, you can see it was $191.88. With that discount, it is $151.88 for the entire year, guys. That's less than $12 a month, less than 40 cents a day, or not less than, it's like 42 cents a day or something like that. But to be able to craft all year long for 40 cents a day is absolutely ridiculous. It's unheard of. And every single member will get our awesome printable guide and all that kind of fun stuff.
And access to the Facebook group, the private Facebook group.
Why do I always forget about that awesome Facebook group?
I know, and it's one of my favorite things. Honestly, guys, it is such a great tool. You guys inspire us with everything that you post. You guys are so creative. And if you have questions about specific issues that you're having, then you can go in and post those issues. By the way, if you are posting an issue, if you can put a screenshot of your actual issue in with it, then that does clarify that. That was a little side note. Anyway, and our members are just so encouraging and helpful. And so that is, it seems like, okay, it's just a Facebook group, but it is such a good tool, guys.
It is. It's an amazing, because like I say all the time, I mean, it's like a family over there. So if you're in Michael's right then and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what spray adhesive to get, and you post a picture of 2 spray adhesives or something, within 2-3 minutes you'll have hundreds of amazing crafty friends that are in the same craft mindset as you are, helping you out, letting you know what they want, and post a picture of your fails and they'll tell you what you did wrong and how to improve, or post your very first projects, post what you're proud of. I mean, it's just like a family over there. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
Everybody's so sweet.
Absolutely.
They are.
So yeah, this is just a breakdown, a side-by-side breakdown, visual for all you visual people, the monthly, 6-month, and yearly member comparisons. That price at the top of the yearly membership is the normal price. So if you join today and use the code BEST, then it would be $12.40 something. What did we decide? 12 something, under $13
a month.
Yeah.
Yes, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And you can see all the scissors that you're getting for yearly that you're not getting with monthly and 6 monthly, and you're paying more for them. So we totally understand that the membership it's an investment, just like your machine is an investment. But if you invest in us, then we invest in you, and you can see all those scissors that you get, those the amazing fonts and the e-courses and the commercial license and everything like
honestly,
that.
we have so many people who have said, I bought the membership, and in 5 weeks of making X, Y, or Z, whatever product they were selling, it paid for the membership, or in 2 weeks, or they made ornaments and it paid for those. So it is an investment, yes, but the return is so quick on it that it's definitely worth doing.
Yeah. And I'm going to switch it back to you, Becca.
Okay.
But, and if you choose to build a business, then you can totally, like Becca said, pay for your membership. Like if you want to justify it in that way, if you don't want to just grow your crafting skills and just be a better crafter, if you want to do that and then also build a business, then it's going to pay for itself tenfold. If you really put to the test those awesome skills that Tanner teaches you guys in that class, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great one, guys. And the sale's ending tomorrow.
Evie says, is this connected to Design Space or is it separate? It is separate, but it integrates with Design Space in that everything that you download from our website, you would upload into Design Space, and it works seamlessly with that.
Yeah. So like if you are a Silhouette user, it doesn't just work with Cricut, So
right,
you can just upload them in Silhouette Studio. I mean,
yeah.
It all works the same way, whether you have a Brother, a Silhouette, a Cricut, any machine that works with SVG and PNG cut files, you can use with all of our cut files and fonts. Yeah. For sure. Becca, how do you feel about your craft?
Oh my gosh, guys.
It's so cute.
I already showed you, but I'll show you again.
It's so cute.
It is so cute. And you guys could do like anything. Any of these little trucks that we released today would be cute on this with a little tag that had, whatever saying that was that went with it. Just change the ribbon to the color and all of that. So I love this. It's super cute.
Yeah. I'm picturing one for Halloween and fall and all kinds of stuff. It's so cute.
4th of July.
4th of July. Becca's favorite 4th of July.
For sure.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. If you guys don't have any other questions, did Becca get new hair? I did get new hair.
She did.
I did. My sister is a hairstylist. If you don't know that, she's a hairstylist, and so I texted her yesterday because I knew she would do this. I said, "Hey Anna, are you using a new bleach, or are you still using the old bleach? Blah 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 that I have." And and she said, "I'm using the same. Why?" And I said, "Oh, I was just gonna do my hair today."
Oh my gosh.
I was going to do my hair today and just wondered if there was something better. And that's all it took. She said, well, you could just come to the salon and I'll do yours if you do mine. And
what? You're just bartering.
Yeah.
Bartering those kind of skills. That's hysterical.
It's true.
And Tanner, I'm reading Tanner's comments. Becca, Miss Joni said just joined with a yearly membership. That is amazing.
Yay, we're so happy to have you.
That's great.
Oh
and Rebecca said, can you seal the project if needed?
You totally could. I don't know why you would want to necessarily because this is flat enough that it's not, you're not going to hit it and peel it up or anything. But yeah, you could totally, Mod Podge maybe even?
You could do Mod Podge. You could do a lacquer, a Minwax sealer or something like that. But I love it like this because you can peel it up and reuse it.
Absolutely. Just peel this off, put the other, if you wanted to do a monthly or seasonal type plaque, then just peel it off and put it back down.
And Miss Katie, this is a print and cut. So this wasn't different layers like the pink and the red and the white. It's all one layer. It's all print and cut. So there's no layering vinyl. It's nothing hard. It's really, really easy. Just print and cut.
They just print it out on the printer and you put it in your Cricut and it cuts it out.
Yep.
It's amazing. But it is weird. And I didn't know what print and cut was for a little bit. And anytime anyone would say anything about it, wrapping my head around how that worked was confusing to me because I didn't have an actual printer in the equation in my head. So you do have to have a printer to do these print and cuts. Just found y'all while looking for stuff to make on my Cricut. I'm already subscribed. Yes,
that's
Addison.
Amazing,
that's
Addison.
amazing.
Welcome. You have stumbled into a little crafty gold mine, if I do say so myself.
Thanks. I just didn't know if it would affect the printed vinyl. I don't think it would. It's not gonna. I don't think it would peel up or anything like that if you got it wet with a Mod Podge or other sealer.
I don't think so. That's a good question though. Good thought.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, if you don't have any other questions, then that is it for today. We're so excited and thankful that you stopped in. You asked a million amazing questions. We love that when you guys are so interactive with us. Thanks for the first crafting day of the year.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That is a wrap on it. You guys have the wonderful rest of the day.